Hello everybody, my name is Eryk Kamiński, FM Ederson. That's my nickname. Why FM Ederson is because I had a dream and this word ephemeral came in my dream. That means short-lived. We all live very short time here on this earth, but even in this very short time there are people in this world and institutions in this world that can make your life hell. I am a naturalized citizen of the United States, and these are my credentials. This is my passport here. Okay, this is my passport. For security reasons, I will not show you my number, but this is my U.S. passport, valid still. And this is my veteran's card, because I'm a U.S. veteran of the United States Army with 100% disability that I received from the government of the United States, and precisely speaking, Department of the Veterans Affairs. I am in Poland at this moment, and I went through, and I'm still going through a very difficult time with a bank. And like I said, it is an institution that just gives me hell. Okay, it's still giving me hell for these reasons of the following. The Bank of PEKAO S.A., remember that name, PEKAO S.A., which is a part of credit union, or credit union which is called UniCredit. This is an Italian bank which has branches all over Europe, including Poland, Ukraine, Germany, France, I believe, England. But that bank is known by the name of PEKAO S.A. in Poland. The president of this bank is Luigi Lovaggio. He's an Italian national, and at the same time he's the owner of that bank. So, how did the whole story begin? I had my disability compensation from the Department of Veterans sent directly from the government of the United States, which is the Department of Veterans, directly to my account in that bank, PEKAO S.A. I still stress this name because I call this bank a thief. And it so happened that one day I had an amount of money in US dollars sent to that bank, to my personal account. And what happened is that when I went to that bank to pick up the money, I noticed that there's about $300 some missing. So I asked, what happened? Well, the lady at the desk could not explain exactly what happened because she was just a teller. Okay, so she told me to talk to the director of the bank. I went to the director of the bank. I didn't get any information. All he did say to me was, please write a letter and we'll find out what we can do about this problem. So I wrote a letter, and they said that $300 some was taken because of the transition from one currency, foreign currency, to another. That means from euro to US dollars. And I said to myself, I never changed the dollars to euro. My money was coming directly from the United States to my account in US dollars. This was the first time that this was changed to euro. And I know for a fact that the euro was changed by that bank of PEKAO S.A. So I tried to get that money for long 4 years unsuccessfully. During that time, I used to go and enter different spas and different sanatoriums for my lower back condition, which is, you know, unfortunate thing that happened in my life in the U.S. Army. Besides that, I have over 20 years of civilian work in the United States, and Going back to that bank, the bank constantly was telling me in their letters that the money was transferred properly and so on and so on. It was years later that I found out that they did that unlawfully. It was illegal to do something like that. At this moment, I have in my possessions their documents are saying that we did that so and so. Well, I'm asking them, how did they do it without my order? I didn't order anything like that. So what they did was that they were doing everything behind my back. And I'm talking about that, at this moment, I'm talking about 2004. Remember that. For 4 long years, or 5 even, I tried to get that money. So I was fighting them for 5 years. That means from 2004 to 2009. I was unsuccessful. I never got the money back. So I forgave him. I forgave him. I said to myself, okay, this is not a big issue here. But later on I found out that they were doing it to many people with the same method, the stealthy method that they used on different people. So now imagine, if somebody is short by $300 and there's like $100,000 people, now multiply $300 by 100,000 people. Now it will change into millions. Okay, so I said to myself, I'm not going to give up. Okay, but another issue here is that by forgiving them, I made a mistake of not closing the bank account completely, because after that incident, I closed the account, but I opened it again in the same bank because the United States cannot send any federal money to a bank that does not have a contract signed between the United States government and that particular bank. So I opened up an account in the same bank, and I had a so-called direct deposit. But I had a contract with that PEKAO S.A. bank that my money, as it is not taxed in the United States, because the disability benefits of U.S. veterans are not taxed, so they agreed not to tax my money in this country, that means in Poland. And for a while, everything was okay. Everything was okay. But I was traveling between the United States and other countries in Europe and Poland too. Not necessarily Poland. I was going to different countries, warm countries like Portugal or Greece, because my back and the cold climate really hurts. So I was going to different countries of different climate and temperature in the wintertime, because I could not. It was just my back was simply feeling a lot better in dry and warm climate. So by returning to Poland in 2011, I went to the bank to pick up my money as usual, and I noticed that there's something missing. Okay, something, that means money was missing again. And I asked them what happened. So I was called by one of the workers of PEKAO S.A., and she told me that I had to produce, to me at this moment it does not make any sense, because I had to produce the so-called, I don't even know how to say that in English, okay? I had to produce some kind of a document saying that I am a United States citizen. So I picked up my passport that I showed you, and I showed it to her. And I said, this is my credential. This is my credential that says I am the United States citizen. And I can go to any state in the United States and pick up a place to live, to stay, and so on, so on. But she did not believe me that I was a U.S. citizen, and she said, how do I spend my money in the U.S.? And I said, that is not her problem. That is not, it doesn't concern her what I do with my money in the United States. That's you know, the question was preposterous.